attention. Are you listening? You're my favorite girl. Excuse me for the moment. I'm in another world. On a mountain, by a fountain, flowers blooming everywhere. With Venus and with Cupid, the picture's very clear. Hang the sign up on the door. I say don't disturb this groove. Just a way to say that I'm so into you. And the feeling's so real. Don't disturb this groove. Erotic whispers for the listener. Let the music fill the air. Excuse me for the moment. I'm at a loss for words. Violation, sheer perfection. And as if these eyes would care, your heart is in the right place. So don't you go and take, baby, over and over. The passion starts again. Give me lollipops and everything. Let the taste of sin, causing fire and desire in this mortal soul to live till the angels fall from heaven. The day the earth stands still. Hang the sign up on the door. Says don't disturb this groove. Just a way to say that I'm so into you. And the feeling's so real. Don't disturb this groove. 'Cause I want to tell you that I'm so into you. And the feeling's so real. Don't disturb this groove. When it feels so real, don't disturb this Can you feel it? Baby, just lock the door and turn the phone off. It's time for me and you. Are you ready? Hang the sign up on the door. Say don't disturb this groove. Just a way to tell you that I'm so into you. And the feeling's so real. Don't disturb this groove. 'Cause I want to tell you that I'm so into you. And the feeling's so real. Don't disturb this groove. 'Cause I need you, baby. I need you, baby. I need you, don't you? Don't disturb this groove. I need you, baby. I need you, baby. I need you. When the feeling's so real, don't disturb this groove. 'Cause we're grooving, baby. We're grooving, baby. And I love it, baby. The way that you dance to me, baby. And I love it, baby. Love it, baby. Love it, baby. Rita,
All right, good evening. Y'all got to watch these bitch made men in y'all family. And I'm talking, well, actually, this could be for anybody, but I've never noticed more of a gender war than the war between women and the males in their family. And they really be trying to throw you off. They do. They really be trying to throw you off. And you know what? I always catch it. Like in readings, like the males in your family that, probably, they're either on the DL and they're really jealous of the women in the family, or either they're perverted and want to sleep with the women in the family. Y'all got to watch that. Y'all better pay attention. Cause I just had to do a reading and I saw it very clear. I was like, this is crazy. What is up with all of these bitch made men in y'all family? And they come up with all kind of excuses as to why they're trying to manipulate you, as to why they're doing magic on you, and that includes Bible magic. Why do they do it? Why can't people just leave people alone? Is the question. And they always trying to distract you with some bullshit. I have seen it way too many times. Y'all better look at not all of them, but it might be one or two main ones in your family that are doing some shit. And they just like they hate on you more than the females. They will hate on you more than the freaking females in your family. You be like, why is this a bitch ass nigga? And a lot of y'all women feel intimidated by men, period. But you feel intimidated by men in your family. You feel like, you feel like it's nothing that you can do. Do you realize how strong and powerful you are as a woman? You are very strong and powerful as a woman. Who in the hell do these men think that they are? Like, I'm talking about men in your family. Men are the men that are supposed to be a part of your bloodline. Why are they constantly doing sneaky and conniving stuff? I just don't get it. And I think it's something in the water because the bitch assness has been going on for far too long. It has. And that's why in every last one of my readings, I always ask people, do you have a bitch ass man in your family that you don't get along with, that is obsessed with you? Usually I'm right. Like, I would say 99% of the time I'm right. And that is so scary. Like, first of all, you ought to be shot in your ass for being a op to one of your family members. Like, you need to be shot in your ass because it's already too much out there in the world to deal with. It's already too much. Sometimes I'll look in the cards and I'll see that you got several different people. You got a group of bitches over here that you don't know. Then you got this hoe right here, your ex's hoe, uh, you know, your current nigga's hoe. Then you got the bitch ass people in your family. And it's usually a male. Why do they think? And see, that's why they try to talk you. They try to play you. Like, oh, don't be messing around with that witchcraft. I'm going to continue to do witchcraft. And not only that, I'm going to do something to you. I'm going to do something really, really foul to you if you keep it up. And a lot of y'all damn near be dying for y'all family. I'm not going to do it. But y'all, just make sure y'all look at that. Look at your family members, man. They so damn sneaky. Especially you witches. If you a witch and you got the mark of the beast and you got all this spiritual power and wisdom, people in your family got the same power, but all of them ain't for you. All of them ain't normal. Like I said, every witch ain't wise. The crazy part about it is that they seem to think every single time that they make some kind of move that you're not going to see it, that you're going to be distracted. That's why I don't eat at everybody's house. I don't eat at everybody's house. I have Thanksgiving at home. And it's just insanity. It's just insanity. And we gotta quit putting this stuff on just the black community, because it ain't just the black community. Like I said, I have white clients that are going through that bullshit. So it ain't just the black community. But considering as though black people have been held back for so many generations, why do they think that they ain't gonna get struck with the iron sword, man, with the iron fist when it comes to black people? Black people have been held back for so many generations, and especially if, like, in this day and time that we're in now, right? In this, like, right now, like, if you are around my age, right? So the generation before us, they felt really held back because it was still segregation, and it's something that they never, like a lot of them never recovered from. And they are hating on the younger generation, even some of the women. And it's just kind of like, you got to do work on them people. And they will try to keep you up in that church, and nothing will be happening. Literally nothing. It'll be stagnant. It will. And the sick part about it is that family members are always going to call it love when they are trying to do things to impede on your life. And that's not love, that's hate. Okay. Pay attention to them bitch ass men in your family and the stuff that they do. They do too much. Constantly trying to control your narrative. If you don't get your ass up out of my goddamn face, take your ass on down the road, leave me the fuck alone. Hating ass bastards. And they be thinking that your feelings gonna be hurt. See, that's the problem, is that they be thinking that you can listen, when you have family problems and shit, you can't be the type of person that embarrasses easily. Fuck that. Cause they want you to be self-conscious and shit. Let me tell you something. Um, you on my list and you gonna get it. Please believe that spirit is always watching. What is wrong with these people? And who is spirit? Oh, they call it the devil. No, the spirit is not the devil. These people are nuts. Y'all better watch them. You got to watch your back, your front, your side, what's underneath you, what's above you. You got to do it. Okay, what you think that song Backstabbers, that they was talking about family members. I mean, really, don't nobody give a damn about no complete stranger stabbing you in the back, but it's when it's family when it becomes really, really fucked up. Because that be the last thing you be thinking about. And spirit be like, this motherfucker done did something. And it's like, why don't you leave people the hell alone? What's wrong with you? Why you always bothering people? That's why a lot of y'all can't keep a man around. I just did a reading and the person wanted confirmation about somebody in the family. And she was like, why though? Guess what card I got? Five of fucking wands. Jealous. What is up with these men that are jealous of their own family members? Why don't you go and recycle your bitch ass? I mean, I'm sorry. It's getting annoying. Okay? And you know what? While you do make me money, these foul ass people, and hopefully you have the money or either the knowledge to get that shit removed. And see, the thing of it is about males is that, they use the Bible a lot. They use the Bible to justify shit. You know what I'm saying? But in reality, paganism is the oldest religion. It is. Paganism is the oldest religion. That's why I always work with pagan gods. I will work with Jesus. I just did some work with Psalms just 2 days ago. Okay, so I do use the Bible from time to time. But for the most part, you got to use the knowledge and the wisdom of the witch. A lot of y'all sitting there praying, and them prayers are not going to be fucking answered because God can't hear you anyway, because they done bound your throat. They done bound your third eye. They done bound everything. God can't even see you. Why you think a lot of y'all and y'all children slip through the fucking cracks? And it be these bitch ass niggas in your family. And I done seen them with all kind of spiritual gifts. And see, I know how to kill somebody's spiritual gifts. Somebody keep using magic on you, they lose their ability. You're never going to lose the ability to do defensive magic, to defend yourself. Nobody's ever going to lose that ability. They're going to lose their abilities for doing that to you. And maybe even other abilities that they might have and cherish. And you know what? I don't know why it's manifesting. I don't know why this shit is manifesting. You know what I'm saying? It don't even matter. It don't even matter. They constantly meddling and being nosy and shit, trying to see what the hell you doing and what you up to. And it usually has some kind of perverted reason. I know that this one client that I had, her brother, and he wasn't even gay or out of the closet. Her brother always got fixated on her fucking men. That's why y'all always be like, when y'all be introducing people to the family, and see, when I talk to people that know that the shit is going on, that's the first thing they say. Oh, I know I don't fuck with my family. Oh no, I don't talk to them because they always doing some wicked ass shit. And a lot of these men that are in your family need to bow their asses down anyway. They foul as hell. The spirit always gonna expose you. Spirit will always expose you and handle you. Okay? Stop doing that kind of stuff. They don't give a damn about what they sending you through and shit. They just always doing some stupid ass shit. I get irritated sometimes. It be the same old shit every damn time. These dysfunctional ass damn families with these men. And, I think eventually Gaia is going to fucking do something about them because it's disrespectful as hell. Always trying to point out your iniquities. What about yours? Always trying to point out what the hell you done did wrong, but ain't got the balls to say nothing to you. Cause them balls will get chopped off. It's disgusting. People need to get a life. Quit worrying about your family members. And why is it that, okay, here's what I can't stand. Why do these men in y'all family always act like the Bible is some hardcore shit or it's the most powerful shit? So you just supposed to lay down like a dog. That's insane. And it's obviously some kind of glitch in the matrix is the only thing I can say. That's a glitch. That's why I be telling y'all be, it's people, like I said, it's people in my family that I fuck with. But it's a lot of people that I don't. It's a lot of people in my family that I don't fuck with. Yes, it do. Yes, it do. And you don't even be close to them people no more. And they be mad as hell. And usually it is jealousy. Usually it's jealousy. I don't know why people think that just because it's family that they have the right to just be jealous. You know what I'm saying? They're jealous just because it's family. Just because you family, they'll congratulate everybody else. But when it comes to family, oh no, I'm jealous. No, I'm mad about something. Probably because they regret their own damn life. I'm mad at you because, mad at you because they not happy with their damn life. And then a lot of y'all will do like I did and move out of town and shit, and they be up to no good then. Damn, get the hell on somewhere. The people, they crazy, I'm telling you. And I would totally turn my back on them because a lot of y'all will sit there and 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 fucking rot and die alone. A lot of y'all, that's exactly what the hell is gonna happen. They always competing. Well, you could tell that they was like that because they were competing with each other. But that's some real bitch made shit. And some of y'all got these magicians in y'all family that be, and you can even tell because it never makes any sense. You ever had some shit going on and you be like, wait a minute, this doesn't make any sense. This is absurd. And it's usually some weird shit, like shit gets real weird and reality is not, it's like you got to think, it's like, okay, make any of this make any sense? And then the shit that they be mad about, they not even justified being mad about it. You broke the head off of my Barbie doll or my Ken doll when we was kids. 50 damn years old. Come out something from 40 damn years ago. And a lot of y'all men, a lot of the men in y'all family got a lot of y'all brainwashed. Have all the women in the family fighting, you know. And that's one of the reasons why a lot of people don't go nowhere near them. It's like they, people like that get cut off from the family. And they got their picks, they got their targets and shit. Okay. There is nowhere in the rule book that says that you can't send negative energy back to family members. Yes, you can. Shit. Y'all better pay attention to them because it'll be all kind of distractions that don't mean shit for real. You know what I'm saying? But you got to watch family. You do. You have to watch them because they sneaky. And they'll get all up in your face. I love you. And the nigga, get up out of my face. It's a lot of dysfunction and treachery going on like that in y'all family. And then they be sitting around like bitch ass niggas. You ever see a family where all of the men are doing okay, but the women are doing bad? And they be sitting around looking gay. No shade to the gay community, but they be sitting around on some weird shit, some misogynist shit, not gay shit, misogyny shit. Look, and ain't none of them worth a damn. Ain't none of them worth a damn. I'm here to tell you, ain't none of them worth a damn. They be sitting around. It's like that's why that shit. I don't ever ask them for a dime or a nickel, and I survive on my own. You don't need them. You do better without them. I don't want to be sitting down, eat at a table, eating dinner with somebody that I can't goddamn trust. Especially the ones that do magic. Some people, even when it comes to the church, some people practice Christianity in the capacity of praising Jesus, worshiping Jesus, but it's some people that take it a lot further. And they really, really, really feel as though, women are lower or lesser than men because of the Bible. But see, it was a lot of stuff that was removed from the Bible. They all being tricked. Whenever you got a mouth on you, they always talking about Jezebel spirit. They don't really know what they talking about when it comes to Jezebel. Or either they are leaving out information when it comes to Jezebel spirit. And so I be seeing a lot of these cases where these men be killing these women and stuff, and that's not making excuses for them. But let's not use that as an example. Just problems, you know what I'm saying? And you see these men standing around with their hands on their hips and shit, and they be looking sideways and avoiding the camera. That's the guilty one. And a lot of them is because they can't control their wives. Their wives got them henpecked. So if a man's wife has him henpecked and he really don't want to be with the bitch, then he's gonna try to, dominate you. And that's weird, bro. Like, hey, that's why I can't fuck with him. That's weird, bro. Like anybody that's trying to dominate over you, that's a sexual thing. That's a sexual thing. And that's weird. And y'all better get ready. I'm gonna order me some more of that vegetable shortening. If I fill up my cauldron with that vegetable shortening and stick them candles down in there, it'll burn for 2 weeks. I would burn the shit out of their asses. And then people be like, family is everything. Yeah. Um, well, that's good for you. Everybody's family ain't good. And they always put it on the women. And a lot of women be possessed by the men in their family. And some of y'all got good men in y'all family. And I'm not talking about everybody. I'm talking about select people. I'm talking about some of y'all. Y'all better pay attention Because y'all been sitting around wondering what the fuck is going on. Look to Uncle Ruckus. You better look to Uncle Ruckus. Okay. Shit. And like I be when I when I do y'all reversals and shit, it be a spirit and it be like, I'm stronger than you. And it's like, no, you're not. Go away. And it just goes away just like that. But you got to be tapped in like that. And and then, oh my God, you know how the whole marijuana revolution and shit, you know how marijuana's being legalized everywhere. It be somebody in your family smoking crack and trying to judge you for smoking marijuana. And it's like, I guess after they done got old and dried up, they ain't got nothing else to focus on. You better get some camphor Fanica, some damn something. Shit for your ass. Go get you some Viagra or something. The hell, y'all, I can't. And then they want to know what you're doing sexually. That's weird. Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. Spirit ain't even playing around with them no more. Spirit is not playing around with them no more. They not. They are not playing around with them no more because they feel like, so basically, how everybody always running around here talking about, oh, it's the end of the world, it's the end times and Agenda 21 and all that shit. That don't have nothing to do with what God is doing because God is in control. So God has an obsession for people. Okay. God likes fed children. Okay. God likes healthy children. God likes happy children. There is no more joy in the world than how God feels when he looks down upon us and we are living happily on this earth. Anything like that, he's picking it out. And some of y'all dealing with incestuous family members too. Okay. These men in your family that want to, it may not be a physical incest thing, but it's more like an Oedipus complex. And it's very weird. And the Bible said it right. A woman is supposed to leave her family and go get married. And these people they'll have a Bible in their hand, but they'll be trying to keep you in the goddamn family home like you a damn prisoner. They're nuts. And you don't have to do that. And then they'll get to talking about you and shit. They'll get they'll get to talking about you. And you know what you tell them? I don't give a fuck. Because they'll get to talking about you. And you know how whenever family talking about you, you can kind of sense it and shit. You gotta learn how to block that out, especially if you are psychic. Because when you got that psychic insight, do you understand? You can hear every goddamn thing. Like, I was born in 1977 and I was born a psychic. Like, when I was born, like, if you look at my baby picture, my eyes was wide the fuck open, and you could tell by look. Like, sometimes when I look at my baby picture, I'm talking about my newborn picture, and I look at my eyes wasn't closed, my eyes was wide open. And I was like, what in the fuck? Like, I just, it's just this weird. And they say that these kids that are born these days, they even worse, but it's not a bad thing, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Because that a lot of us was born to stop all this shit. It's ridiculous. And God don't like them. Okay, I'm here to tell you that God does not favor them. They be sitting up there getting fat as fuck heart, heart surgeries and stuff, sitting up there looking at you like you supposed to be running around bony skin and bones. Right, right. Well, I was born during the Crystal Revolution, and I was born with very powerful tele I'm not going to get, hey, one EQL, I'm not going to get into detail about that, but I was born, possessing a lot of gifts, and I could sense negativity around me. Okay, I could sense it. I could sense what the hell was going on the moment I came into this world. And it's a barrel of bullshit. Okay, pay attention to them when you know when you writing your list and stuff. When y'all be contacting me to get your reversals, we can add all of them in there at the same goddamn time. Shit, the hell on. And it's a trip, man. And they really don't love you. You know what I'm saying? They really don't. Uh, and you can't. It's okay to forgive them. That don't mean that you gotta fuck with them. Okay, but the problem is that how the hell you gonna forgive somebody for something that they never admit to? Everything that they do, everything that they say, they want you to fail at everything. Even when they're wishing you well, they're actually hoping that you fail. And that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Something gonna have to be done about that shit. They'll call every bad ancestor towards you. They'll find them. They'll look them up. That what was up with this person? Oh, this one was a woman beater. Great, 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 great grandpa was a woman beater and a cheater. Let's conjure his spirit. Okay, just on some real, real weirdness and shit. And that don't make no sense because you know, you can conjure healing spirits. Why they don't conjure something good? They don't never conjure nothing good. They always trying to conjure up some bad shit. And you supposed to be embarrassed. Listen, I'm the type of person, I don't embarrass easy. I'm not embarrassed. I'm not ashamed, and I don't give a fuck. I am not that type of person to give a good goddamn. And believe it or not, a lot of y'all that are in social media, your stalker is a family member. Your stalker is a family member, saying and doing all kind of weirdness and shit. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? Who are you? Are you possessed? And they usually are possessed. And like, I don't understand why they think that we scared of a possessed person. Nobody's scared of you. You weird and you're weak. And they hide. They not gonna come out with the shit. They not, because they know that you gonna sing like a damn canary. You gonna tell it all. They already know you gonna tell all the shit that you know about them. And you ain't forgot. And I ain't talking about no molestation or no shit like that. I'm talking about the shit that they've been up to, things that you know. And you can't let your blood pressure get up because y'all gotta, man, I can't even say that. I was gonna say, there's a way to control your own blood. Y'all got to stop letting your blood pressure get up because y'all be letting y'all blood pressure get up about that shit. Keep calm and do your work. I done got so goddamn accustomed to doing work all the time. And I ain't gonna never stop doing work. And I'm gonna do work on anybody that I have to do work on. What the fuck you think I'm gonna say? Oh, I'm not gonna do that. No, unless it's my kids. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't about to, but you know what I'm saying? Like it's sick. And some of y'all men are going through it because the women in your family ain't shit. But some of y'all, it's a lot of women are being compromised because of the men in their family. They talk about you, they go behind your back. Negro, I don't need you for validation, sister. Fuck it. I would tell them, do I need you to speak for me? No, I don't. And some of y'all got bad parents, but listen, if it's an extra concentrated effort to try to blame game, that blame game, they want you to be distracted. If you here and you walking around, you got all your limbs, you good, even if you missing a couple of limbs, okay? And you good, 9 times out of 10, you got protected in some kind of way. Cause I'm telling you, they foul as hell. And you'd be surprised. The reason why I say watch the men in your family, see a lot of people always equate witchcraft with women. See what I'm saying? And women will do witchcraft on you. They will, just for the fuck of it. The thing of it is that, especially when it comes to religion and Christianity, that's where you get your hidden witchcraft. Okay, the Bible, all of that stuff. I was just reading the Bible the other day. It's a book of spells, and they're using every last one of them. You're not the black sheep. You're not the golden boy. They're just using you as a guinea pig because they are stupid. A lot of times when people discover that they can do something, they usually don't have any filter on what they do. And that's why they end up getting messed up. They end up getting messed up all the way because I've been doing this for almost a decade for people. You can't just go and do stuff just for the fuck of it. And you can't do it for and it ain't about it being personal gain. There's nothing wrong with wanting to personally gain, but you can't just cast spells on people because it suits your delusion. You can't do that. And there's specific wording. I think the reason why a lot of y'all will go to the Botanica, you'll get these candles, you have to cover all bases. And a lot of times you got to use iron. You have to cover all bases. You have to make sure that you cover all bases. The petition writing is so fucking important. It ain't even no joke. Okay, when I get a case for a client, I'm going to spend at least 2 hours writing petitions for you. And I take the time to do that shit because I don't want people saying that my shit didn't work. And that's why they get all quiet. A lot of y'all don't really have multi-generational curses. A lot of y'all got people current day. And if it's family that's doing it, it's considered to be a generational bloodline curse. It came from somewhere because that's some stupid shit. And then they'll sit there and go, I'm going to heaven. That's, and a lot of them have found that out. They have, especially these so-called Christians and shit, because the Bible is like a jigsaw puzzle. It is, because it tells you certain things, but then it tells you that you can't judge. And what do you think that they're doing? They're judging you. Okay. In fact, it ain't ain't judgment one of the seven deadly sins. So you got to make sure that you do it. And don't let them up in your house. And here's another thing. This is the one thing I can't stand. I can't stand when people get to invoking spirits and it's not actually the spirit of the person. Instead, it's a malevolent entity. And so this is happening a lot. And a lot of people think that, you know, if they're conjuring a spirit, they think that a spirit is supposed to feel a certain way. That a spirit is supposed to feel scary and heavy. And it's not supposed to feel that way. You know, for example, if you do a ritual, certain rituals will wear you out to the point where you be tired as hell. Okay. But it's a certain energy and, surrounding certain workings that you're doing. And, if you're trying to conjure the spirit of a person and it doesn't feel like the person, you know, that's just like with my ancestors. If I ever call to my grandmother, I know exactly the way my grandmother is supposed to feel. If it don't feel right, it ain't right. Okay. But some people will, and that's how people end up getting possessed. So that's why you can't play around with it. And typically, if you have a very dark intent, and the dark intent that you have, um, what's the word that I'm looking for? I don't want to say that it's not approved necessarily, but I kind of want to say that if the dark intent makes no sense and it's just goofy as fuck, right? Yeah, well, they'll regret that. Trust me. They'll definitely regret immensely doing what they doing. I have bigger fish to fry. I don't have time to deal with people in social media, you know. So shit is crazy. So misogyny typically is gonna run in the family. And the men in your family are so important because they can actually determine a lot, and a lot of people, they don't get it until they get older and they start realizing a lot of stuff. They start realizing something's up. And you ain't gotta go. What's the point in? What do you think if you talk to them, they're gonna tell you? The secret society is your family. Some of your family members are doing too much and talk about you like you ain't shit. Well, if this person ain't shit, what's your claim here? What's your claim? If the person ain't shit, this is the dysfunction of bad family. They not shit, but yet you're talking about them all the time. Oh my God, that's a special kind of something. If you dealing with a father, that's like, oh God, I didn't know that, Heather. Oh my goodness. And by the way, I looked at that video that you sent me. You're right. That is very demonic. Something is wrong with that situation right there. I saw what you were talking about. Yeah, that is a trip. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm moving around. I'm doing my little floor altar right here. This is it's too much. It is. It's too much. And I think it's I think it's prevalent in all families because I think that family kind of feels like they own you, or that they owe you something, and that's very unhealthy. If you've done things for your family, whether or not it's your children, they have the right to kind of go and live their life. You can't expect for them to stick around forever. And of course, a lot of them will start to get older, right? They'll start to get older. And some of your family members, they want you to help take care of them or whatever. But, you don't have to do anything for anybody. Oh, yeah. Oh, it was really sick. It was really sick. Yeah. Get my sword, y'all. Yeah, they be doing too much. Be doing way too much and then act like you ever gonna bow down. And that, I would never bow down. I would continue to be defiant. And how can you call it defiance when you grown? Like what the hell? They want to treat you like you a child. You know, uh-uh. And they doing too much. You got to make sure that you find a good man. Cause a lot of times, you have one of them freaky weird men. He'll be discussing with your damn male family members what the hell y'all did in the bedroom. Now, see, that's not cool. That's not cool. Okay. Oh wow, Heather, what'd you end up doing about that? What'd you end up doing about your father? Heather said my father would spread rumors about me and mistreat me if I ever dared to go against his wishes, and he would turn my entire family against me, and it would only stop when I bended to his will. Now, see, that's incestuous. It really is. Imagine that a father expecting his grown daughter to bend to her will. What is he wanting to bend you over? Girl, I can't. I can't. I can't. And the courts really need to start recognizing this shit. That the courts need to recognize it, and I believe that they have been. It's just y'all remember when that judge had spanked his daughter and the mother, it just seemed like a remember that judge that got in trouble for spanking his daughter and the daughter recorded it. And First of all, she was too goddamn old for that shit. And but I think that what the problem was that it appeared to be sexual in nature. Like and it just looks sick. So it goes across the line of weirdness, okay? Did I put a curse on who? Why you say that? I ended up leaving. He found my phone number a few times and I have had to change it. Oh, it's sick. That's sick, Heather. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Yeah, me too. I'm sorry. Uh, I couldn't even imagine it. It's the energy just feels weird and creepy. For your father to treat you that way. Like, did he ever abuse you sexually? I know you probably don't want to discuss that, but that just and they be trying to act like it's a turn on, and it's definitely a demon. This is the reason why I don't even watch porn anymore. I do not watch any pornographic materials at all. But that just, yeah, no. Yeah, that sounds like some weird BDSM type shit, and that's inappropriate. For just everything that she typed, it's almost like she's talking about her husband. Oh my God. I would curse my father if that was my father. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm a bad girl. I would curse my father. He would be cursed if he did some shit like that to me. He would most definitely be cursed. It definitely makes the movie The Father of the Bride just look like total bullshit compared to the reality of some people's lives. You know what I'm saying? That's how that's how white men. Okay, that's how white men thought they were going to treat me, like they treat white women. Never that. They held that child down and heard her crying and sexual. Oh my God. What? I wouldn't say he abused me sexually, but I have this memory of when I was 6 years old. He was massaging and girl, your father ain't supposed to be massaging and kissing your neck very gently. Wow. Wow. Isn't goofer work worse than cursing? Goofer work is pretty bad, but I think that it depends on the intent that you put in the goofer dust. I've seen and done worse curses. I did some pretty bad ones today. Some pretty bad ones. I did some pretty fucked up curses today. I did. I ain't even gonna lie, but it was necessary. I think that goofer working, I guess it would depend on how you consecrate it. Okay. And you can consecrate anything and reconsecrate it if you need to. So, like for example, if you were to make some goofer dust and you were trying to be nice, and you consecrate it just to end the cycle. I just want to end this cycle. I just want it to go. I just want it to be gone. I don't want it anymore. Go away. Leave it alone. Okay. That's actually mild. But if you feel the need, you can get some goofer dust and you can consecrate it to kill somebody. You sure can, because that's what it means. It means to kill something. Right. I know, but it's just that to me just doesn't sound right. And I feel like for you, fortunately, there must have been some guardian angels there. You know what I'm saying? I would curse the shit out of my father. Perverted shit. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I would curse the entire fuck out of my father. I wish he would. And that's very triggering for me because I don't know if y'all know the story of Ma Barker. You have to look it up. As far as, what was happening with her father. Pretty, it's some pretty sick people in this fucking world. The sick the shit that they do. Yeah. And then you got other people out here in this world that be cool with that shit. And you just gotta look at them side eye like, what the fuck? And they be helping these damn monsters. And if you say anything, they try to demonize you. Wow, that's crazy. Heather said he's the reason why I don't trust my daughters around men alone. Your father. That's some, oh my God. Oh my God. That's awful. That's awful. I'm so sorry. I'm sending you healing vibes. Heather, you deserve better than that. Because I think that your father got a little too touchy feely. I think it's a difference between, you know, I don't know. I've always kissed my babies a lot when they were babies. But like for example, when they turn about 5 or 6 old, like that's when they kind of, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's inappropriate. It is. It's very inappropriate. Yeah. It sucks. Yeah. Yeah. And they really want to mess with your money. That's why I always tell y'all, if you got bad family, don't tell them where you work at. You cannot tell bad family members where the hell you work. Because people are cray cray. And then they get them suicidal spirits on them. Shit, especially right now. During this time, you can't be messing with somebody at work, at their job. People lose their job. That could possibly put them out on the streets. Messing with someone's livelihood is like doing death magic. Okay. Yeah. Mm, wow. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I could tell without all the details that it was some fuck shit. I can tell. Yeah. That's fucking crazy. And some of y'all got bad uncles too, sit around all day and talk about sex in front of you. And and you're at an age that you can understand the shit. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't just about, the dysfunction. But then when you get older and you like, okay, I'm gonna go my own way, and these fuckers will be trying to stop you. Oh hell no. Are y'all seeing this? What a bastard. So he was trying to create competition between you and your mother. Oh, what a sicko. Oh, I'm sorry to talk about your father like that. Lord have mercy. Woosah. Yeah. God damn. Heather, have you been able to have a normal relationship with a normal man? Is what I'm curious about. I feel that your father is incestuous, and I feel that he was probably waiting on your cues to see if you were cool with it. And that's it just it's sick. It really is. And I've heard of people having children with their father and shit like that. Like, okay, I think I'm capable of having a normal relationship with a man. I just think these men aren't capable of having a normal relationship with a woman. Yeah. Sometimes I wonder about men. I do. But then again, if you're gonna wonder about men, you have to wonder about women too. So I don't think that. But that it sounds like you have a hard time trusting men, which is understandable. And then you probably attracted somebody that was similar to your father. And a lot of these men don't understand that a woman that did grow up with kind of like an incestuous, dominant, what do you call that, father like that. A lot of women like that, they don't want to be with their father. So if you do anything that resembles their father's behavior, then it's a turnoff. mm. And then we'll call you a black widow. They always put it on the woman. Call you a black widow. I've seen that happen. I actually had a male client a few years ago that was dealing with somebody. He was in love with her, and you know his life just started going to shit, and he was feeling like it was her. I said, no, it ain't her. I can see her father. And basically her father was doing black magic on him, and you could see where he had done it to others. So just and that's messed up. Can you imagine your whole life thrown away? You can't have normal romances and love in your life. And why do they think that women are getting fibroid tumors and dying of cancer and heart attacks and strokes? Because you can't ever just have a life that consists of rhythm and flow. Your rhythm is constantly being interrupted by this maniac with a damn pentacle and some fucking candles, or either a cross and a Bible. And I believe that those are the people that are fucking going to hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, anything can be used, you know, you can use witchcraft to do a lot of different things, but when you're using it specifically for that sick ass purpose. So I've seen that. I've seen, people like, and for example, I have a client. She had like several people in her family. Every time she would meet somebody, they would do breakup work. It was a family that did a lot of black magic, and they just always would run her man away and shit. Why? It wasn't even a sexual thing. It was just, that it just, it's a sick ass fucking person that doesn't want to see somebody happy. I think I'm gonna have me some coffee, y'all. Oh, trust me, that's definitely this same scenario is why a lot of people have been contacting me about curses. But a lot of you women, a lot of the men are trying to oppress you a lot. Why y'all think I get so attacked so much? I cursed all of them. Trust me. All of them are cursed. Trust me on that. Like right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? And they're not going to be quiet. They're still going to act like idiots. Like this person that came in here and was like, why is this person doing this? Well, it doesn't really matter. That person is cursed. It doesn't matter if they're already cursed. Now they're double, triple dog cursed. And that's disgusting because when you think about the men in your family and the shit that they doing, and you got these strange men coming to you, talking shit to you, you know what I'm saying? Because really what they want to do, they can't, hold on real quick. I'm sorry, I had to make sure that because Jacob came in here. I didn't want him to hear what I was about to say. I'm gonna tell y'all what the real deal is. Those men in your family are sick. They can't bear the thought of a man penetrating you. They're obsessed with what your penetration feels like. They are obsessed with it. Okay. So, they don't give a damn as long as you single, they happy. If they feel that you got somebody, they're unhappy. Okay. So that's the issue. And you can tell that that's what they doing because all these men will be talking to you crazy. And I'll be like, motherfucker, you're cursed. I am a bitch on fire wheels. I am a fucking hot wheel. I don't play that shit. I had some stupid dude call me today talking crazy. And I could tell what was going on. I could tell because he felt like the way he talked to me as if he was like my goddamn warden or something. Oh, I'll curse the fuck out of you. They be running around here for years trying to figure out how to get that shit the fuck off of them. So, that's just all it is to it. And as long as they stay perverted like that, they gonna stay cursed. And really what we need to do is like some here's the thing about it. When you have people that are either narcissistic or misogynist, the law is not going to necessarily protect you because you can't go in a courtroom and without any physical evidence, right? Narcissism and all this shit that they doing is mainly mental and emotional. And then you can't go in there and say, hey, this person is using magic on me. Man, we got all kind of spells, castration spells, cut off his manhood, disembody his ass. He'll be running around here wearing makeup and a wig. You make somebody have Alzheimer's. They deserve all that nasty shit because they're basically taking your life and destroying the one thing that you want, which is fulfillment. So I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm a complete bitch. I will do death magic on a motherfucker in a heartbeat because they deserve it. What the fuck? And then they'll say, you wishing death on everybody, crying. Hey, let me tell you something. That's not me wishing death on you. That's God. Because you know you're wrong and you know you ain't right. And a lot of these son of a bitches, they'll try to make you question, if you want to be here. Oh, this world is so messed up and da 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 da. You know what? You do some shit to them, they may not physically die, but their spirit will die. I am a wicked ass witch. I am very fucking twisted. Just because of the shit I done been through. And I ain't even talking about no rape. I'm just talking about the bullshit that I can see clearly. And I'll be like, I see you. And so I'll kill somebody's spirit. And a lot of people have called me names like the Antichrist and shit like that. No, I can't be the Antichrist because I'm not against Christ. Okay, that's just doing what's right. And a lot of y'all that grew up in that environment, especially a lot of these sex workers and stuff out here, how you think they got like that? From somebody perverting them or putting them out there or trafficking them or something. It's sick. Next thing you know, you be living in a goddamn shack and your fucking life is in shambles because of these motherfuckers. They don't want your shit to be tight. They don't want your shit to be good. They want you to live a raggedy, poor, destitute fucking life. And fuck them. They can die. Y'all better, man, y'all be too nice to people with all that love and light shit. Next thing you know, you're 60 damn years old and you wondering where your life went. And by the time you get up in your 50s and 60s, hell, well, they might still be kicking. That's why I can't stand nosy people. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay to ask questions if you're curious, but that doesn't mean you're nosy. That just means that you're curious. Nosy people damn near got they nose up your butt and they just real nosy, just just looking through your windows and shit. They got binoculars and shit. They calling people. What you calling? Stop calling people. What are you calling for? And what really pisses me off is when your uncle, your father, or your cousin gets a calling somebody like they got some goddamn authority. You're not normal and you're not decent. So they'll call some fucked up shit and then get to calling and shit. Don't call. I don't want to hear the phone ring at all and you be on the other goddamn end. That's why I think every woman should be packing a gun too. All right, y'all. I've enjoyed this discussion. Okay. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up. Okay. And quit praying. Quit praying and start doing work. Because you've been praying for 50 years. All right, y'all. I gotta go. Blessings. Bye bye.